let's get the show on the road.
Hi and welcome back to my channel. On today's recipe we're going to have a go at Thai green chicken curry. And here we have our wonderful array of ingredients. Okay, the first thing we need to do to start this off is we're going to dry roast 1 teaspoon of coriander and 1 teaspoon of cumin in a dry pan just to get all those oils started. The aroma that will come off this is absolutely fantastic. And this is literally in there for 30 seconds. Okay, now we're going to start our Thai paste. Right, I'm going to use about half of this galangal. We're just going to run a knife through it. So make it easier to chop up, to pound up in the pestle and mortar. We're going to add that to our pestle and mortar. To that we're going to add half a shallot. Again, I'm just going to give it a little chop through just to make life easier when we're pounding it up. Then we're going to add some lemongrass. We're just going to use the bottoms of the lemongrass. We're going to add the tips to my jasmine rice later. So there you go, we'll throw those in and start the pounding once again.
A few minutes later.
Right, and then to that we're going to add 4 cloves of garlic. And I think we'll start giving it a little pound now. This is a true labour of love. You can always go down the supermarket and buy yourself a Thai green paste. It's not going to be anywhere as good as making your own paste. The beauty about this is you can make as much paste as you like. It freezes incredibly well, so you can portion it down, freeze it, and use it at your convenience. It'll stay in the fridge for up to 7 days. After that, it does deteriorate in flavour a little bit, but well worth pounding it up. Again, you can use a food processor by all means, but I don't think it gets the right flavour out of it. It's always better to use pestle and mortar in my eyes. Right, to our mixture we're going to add a little bit of salt just to help break it all down. You're looking at about half a teaspoon of salt. And then we're going to add our coriander and our cumin that we toasted earlier. Throw it in, and again repeat the process. Let's just get bashing. So, to this we're going to add just the zest of the kaffir lime. So what we're going to do is we're just going to whip it off and get it in there. This absolutely, the minute you put a knife to it, it smells amazing. To this we're going to add 1 teaspoon of white peppercorns. Probably about that. And I think we're about ready to start adding the chilies. So I'm going to add the chilies a couple at a time. Try and keep them in the bowl. The smell from this is unbelievable. The citrus notes from the kaffir lime is wow. That's all I'm going to say. Wow. I wish you guys could smell this. Okay, the rest of the chilies are going in. I've put probably about 10 green chilies, and because I like these a little hot, I like to throw a few red chilies into the mix as well. The green chilies give you predominantly the flavour, and the red chilies predominantly give you a little bit of spice. And of course, back to the pounding. As well as the green chilies, I'm going to add my cilantro stalks. Again, I was unable to get the roots. The roots are ideal in this situation, but what can you do? I have what I have. The stalks are going in there, and again, continue to pound. This really is a labour of love. You're going to be pounding for at least half an hour. Once you achieve this sort of consistency, then we can add a heaped teaspoon of shrimp paste, and then yeah, you've guessed it again, get pounding. Once you've added the shrimp paste, you'll hear it sounds a little different. It sounds more squishy, more squelchy. That's when you know it's almost right. here we have it. Today I'm only going to use half of this, the other half's going in the freezer for a rainy day. I've put about half a litre of water, just got it on the boil. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to whip the lid off and I am going to add half of my curry paste. So half the paste is going in, the other half I'm reserving for a rainy day. So that goes in and we're just going to give it a little mix up, bring it back up to the boil, then we're going to add our chicken. Today I'm using chicken thighs, which I've just simply skinned, boned and cut down into half. We're just going to add the chicken, bring it up, back up to the boil, and then we'll add a few more bits and pieces. Okay, we've come back up to the boil now. I'm now going to add my creamed coconut. I like to use creamed coconut because I find if you use coconut milk it just separates too much. I'm probably adding about 600 ml. Right, our chicken's been boiling for 5 to 10 minutes now. We're going to add kaffir lime leaf now. What I like to do, because I don't like these stalks, I like to just pull a stalk out and throw them in. The stalk is very woody, so ideally you want to get it out of there. Just give it a little rip, throw them in. I'm going to put about 4 or 5 little puppies in and see where we get up to. Okay, while we're waiting for the chicken to reduce down by at least by half, we're going to prepare our Thai eggplant. What we're going to do is we're simply going to quarter it and then we're going to put it into cold water. If you don't put it in cold water, it will just go black. So yeah, best to leave them in cold water. I'm going to put 5 in today, I think. It's good to get vegetables into your meals, isn't it? And this stuff is absolutely fabulous. I wish you could smell this, guys. The aroma from this Thai curry is amazing. Right, and then we're going to just shred these chilies. These chilies aren't hot, these are simply just for colour. Okay, we're going to bring this back up to the boil, drop it down to a simmer for 10 minutes, let that Thai eggplant cook off, and then we're going to add the final ingredients. At this point, I would test for seasoning. You can always add a little bit of salt at this point, but I find the shrimp paste has enough salt to carry this through. It's all about taste. Okay, the eggplant has now softened, so I'm just going to add the sliced red chilies. These are simply, again, not for spice, they're for flavour, they're sweet in fact. We're just going to give that another 5 minutes, give it a stir and then give it 5 minutes.
A few minutes later.
Okay, we're ready for the Thai basil to go in now. Don't be alarmed about how much that is, it's the perfect amount. We're going to give that a little stir, bring it back up to the boil, and then we're ready to serve. And there we have it, guys. I wish you could smell it. I can't wait to taste it. Tonight I'm serving it with red jasmine rice and white jasmine rice. I just wanted to try the red jasmine. I've never cooked with it before. Apparently it's super high in fibre and protein, and it's also got some fantastic antioxidant properties. So I'm going to give it a go. Right, here we go. This looks fabulous. Smells amazing. Wow. This is good. So we go with this red rice. That adds a very interesting texture to it all. I'm a fan. Right guys, I hope you've enjoyed. Like, comment, share and subscribe. Look forward to seeing you next time.